what is need and when does a need become want and how it is converted into a demand. Right. So the summary of what we had been discussing is what is really marketing and what is the role of a marketer in creating a need, or as we say, a want or demand. So need is the basic requirement for satisfaction of anything. Maybe as we said, the example as food or the need for water. All these are basic needs which are needed for our living. And when we are definitely identifying a product or a service with a need, say as I said, the example of you are thirsty, you want Coke or you want Pepsi, you want some other drink, you're specifying with some product or you're attaching with some product, then the need becomes your want. And when it is supported with money power, we call that as a demand, because you cannot demand something without having money to pay for it. That's why we say that when we are actually, when our want is backed up with money power, we call that is converted into a demand, right? And today we will look from the perspective of what is really marketing. See, in simple terms, it can be said as a process by which individuals and groups obtain, okay, what they need and want. So the term has come, the need and want, through creating and exchanging products, or it can be services, products or services, and a value with others. Value is the money. See, suppose if I have to obtain a pen, I know that I have, maybe the pen is priced at 20 rupees or 25 rupees. So when I go to a shop, I'll just look at, okay, sometimes I may not look if it is very minimal. We just for meeting our purpose, we'll just see whether it is writing, whether it is from a good brand. Yeah, we buy it. But if I'm very specific about the writing instrument, I will look into the quality, then I will compare it with the prices and then compare with the other products in the market available in the shop, maybe in the market, and I will buy one. So that's what value. See, what is the features or what are the features being offered by this particular pen when I pay 25 for this? There can be some other pen which is available for me at 10 rupees. So I will just see there is another pen which is available for 10 rupees. So I'll make a comparison between these two. Okay, for this pen I'm paying 10 rupees and for this I have to pay 15 rupees more. So I'm looking at what is the value I might get if I pay 15 rupees more for this. So that's how what we say as comparing the value and you possess it. It's simply, it can be delivery of customer satisfaction at a profit. This is from the company point of view. As we said, no, we are really representing, in our first day class itself, I said we would be discussing marketing concepts from being part of a company. Right. That's why we say that we deliver customer satisfaction for a profit, because the existence of a company depends upon its profit earning capacity. So we deliver a kind of product or service that can create satisfaction automatically, that goes with our profit earning capacity also, or it helps us to earn profit. So that is the link between delivery of customer satisfaction and profit. In finance, in pure finance term, if we speak about this concept, it would be called as wealth maximization concept. Earlier, the good olden days, marketers were thinking about profit maximization. That's nothing. It is, you make something, you try to sell that to your customers. Maybe they are satisfied, may not be. But in that case, you know, as we learn in accounting, going concern concept. You believe that your business is going to exist for a long time, right? So that concept, the importance of that concept came up with the terminology called wealth maximization. That is earning profit with the support of customers, giving them the best possible, and then trying to sustain or trying to be in business for a long run. So that's where we learn the concept of customer satisfaction with profit. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you with the basic element, the basic elements of marketing initially for our introduction part. Okay, when we talk about marketing, we talk about 4 P's. Okay, we talk about 4 P's, which talks about product, price, place, and promotion. This is a key term when we are entering into marketing management as a subject. Marketing, as such, it deals with what should be produced, what type of product needs to be produced, what are the features that is to be there for that product or service, right? And what is the quality requirement for that product? All that is connected with the development of a product. That's first P of 4 P's. Okay, first P of 4 P's, which talks about the product. The product can be physical product or it can be a service. But in service, we add one more, which we are not discussing now. For the time being, we discuss from the perspective of manufacturing a product. Okay. Now the second one is price. Suppose I said, no, from a customer end, we would be making a comparison like this. This I have to pay 25 and this I have to pay 10. So what extra is there in this pen for paying 15 rupees more? So that is happening because the customer is considering value for a very product. So from a company's end, when they are fixing the price of a product, they have to be very careful with the value perception of a customer. So that's why the next P, the next important element in marketing is price. You have to decide about at what price this product needs to be placed in the market. For that, you will consider many factors like the cost of the product, cost of producing that product, the cost of selling the product, competitive market or market condition, what is the price being charged by competitors, many other factors which you would be considered when you decide about the price. So the second element which we would be learning in detail is how does a company fix a price for a product, or what are the factors that are connected with fixing price of a product. Okay. Now the third thing is, say maybe if it is a pen, a customer would be expecting this in a supermarket or maybe in a bookshop or in a stationery shop. You don't expect a pen to be in a vegetable market, even though sometimes you find it. They do not have a proper, sorting of the products available in shop. Sometimes we might get, but normally we don't expect to buy a pen from a vegetable shop, right? We have a concept in mind. So the company will also have to decide about where should or through what all channels a product can be placed before the possible customers or the possible, as we say, people who would be approaching for buying the product. So that talks about the third P, which is place. Place where it has to be made available. Is it through an online platform, or is it that we can make that available to the kirana shops, or is it that we have to make available only in supermarkets, or can we sell it through the wholesalers? All these things we would be learning. All these, what is connected with distribution, will be we will be learning that in the broad heading called place. Okay. Place, how the product, where the product needs to be distributed, which are the channels. Like we have learned about the wholesalers, retailers, right? We have learned that manufacturers. So a manufacturer would be thinking about either directly to the retailers by passing the the wholesalers, or it would be following like wholesaler, retailer, or the company itself would be having shop for selling, like some of the, like Titan products. You have exclusive shops for selling Titan products. At the same time, that is also available in other watch houses. So the company can decide whether they have to have exclusive showroom for them. So these decisions, the factors that is to be considered by a company while taking decisions, that all will be learned under the third P called place. And the fourth P, which talks about promotion strategy, how this product needs to be promoted. Say, suppose if this is you remember about some local milk vendors. Okay, they produce now because of this COVID condition, and a lots of such products have come into the shops, local made products, because many distributors are not bringing their products to Kerala because of COVID restrictions and all. So there is a shortage in the market, which has been taken up by the local manufacturers. Milk is one such category where you can see that, especially during this time, many of the local milk manufacturers, they have gone with packing of milk, maybe sometimes even without a brand name in supermarkets that's been made available. So if you are a local vendor, you need not think of advertising or going for an advertisement for the entire country. You just have to go with some local advertisement, maybe as a leaflet in the newspaper. Now it is not permitted, it is banned by the government, but sometimes it happens even after banning. But you can see that they need to concentrate only with local kind of advertisement. They need not think of going in a national channel or an international channel. But if you are a multinational company and you expect your customers to be around the globe, then you really have to plan for the type of advertisements, the type of promotional strategies for your product. You imagine a product being sold by Apple, which is an international company. We all know when they come up with a new product, they advertise it through YouTube channels, they advertise it through various online platforms, also through television media. So that's not something which comes up on its way. It's been well planned by the company months before the product is launched in the market. See, being in the extreme corner, or maybe in a state so-called in Kerala, we know what is happening in different international markets. When a music album it's going to be released, we are being informed. We know that what time it has been released. How does that happen? The company advertise, the company use different promotional strategies to make people across the globe aware about what are they going to do, when are they going to release their new product or maybe a service. It can be a music album, it can be a mobile phone, or it can be a new any innovative product. So that, how does a company plan? What are the factors that will be affecting a company or will be considered by a company when they think of launching a product? All that would be brought under the fourth P, which we are learning to, which we are going to learn in detail, which would be promotion strategy. So these are the four P's, or as we call elements of marketing, which will be the major part of our discussion in this semester. We would be learning initially what is marketing, marketing management, and then we will be slowly entering into these decisions which are being taken by corporates, and what are the factors that will be considered when a company decide about producing a product, and what are the aspects that would be considered when they go with fixing the price or deciding about the distribution channels, or maybe deciding about how the product needs to be brought before the customers, how the customers need to be informed, what are the various promotional strategies to be used by a company when they go with marketing aspect. So 4 P's, which talks about product, price, promotion, and as we say, place. So these are the 4 P's, 4 more, as we say, the significant elements in marketing. Okay, now we are looking into the actual marketing definition, as we say, American AMA is American Marketing Association, and they have actually defined marketing as an organizational function. Okay, it is part of organizational function, because I might be very good in my production task, but that becomes useful only when my customers are coming to purchase that, when they are ready to accept it. Before that, they should be aware about what am I producing, why am I producing, what are the benefits to them through my product. I have to communicate, and that communication generally happens through the function called marketing. Right? You maybe you will forget the the features of the product, but definitely a brand would be there with you. You would be aware. Now, when I talk about Britannia, a brand name, there are many products that will come into your picture, into your mind, which are associated with the company. Right. When I'm just talking about Cadbury's or diet, no, as you say, no, or Nestle or maybe Maggie, there are many products that will come into your picture. How does a company do that? These are the aspects which we would be learning in this semester. So the first is it's an organizational function and a set of process that is involved for creating, which talks about production, communicating, which talks about advertising and other promotional strategies, delivering value. Delivering value, I just spoke about the simple example. Say when you are going to buy a pen, you will think like this. Some of us, no, maybe if it is 2 rupee pen, still you will be, if you have a choice, you would be thinking, if I'm spending 2 rupee and this pen, will help me to write for 10 days and this one will be over in 1 day. So definitely you will be going for the other one, the first one. That's actually the value perception in the minds of customers, which would be different from person to person and which would be different with different product categories. Say if I'm looking at, as we say, the luxury category products, maybe the high-end products in the automobile sector, I may not be so much conscious about the price factor. I might be conscious about the features of that particular car, or as we say, that particular vehicle, which, if I pay this much, if I pay 25 lakh or if I pay 30 lakhs, what is it I'm getting? What are the extra features that is available for me? You will be looking into that, right? When you go for buying a mobile, you will be comparing, okay, what are the phones that are available at a range of like 8,000 to 10,000? Then you will make a comparison of, okay, for this phone, these are the features. For this phone, these are the features. And the customer would be picking that based on the value perception, which is the one which gives more value according to my demand, which is the one will give me more features that is that for what I'm looking for at this 8,000 rupees. So that is where we call as delivering value to the customers. And of course, the next part is I sell a product, I forget about it. Then in today's world, no customer will be coming for that brand again, because always today's customer, they look for customer relationship and other kind of benefits they get once they become or once they purchase the product from a company. They will be looking in what all the company will be offering me after that. Do they go with after sales service? Do they regularly inquire the needs of the customers in connection with, suppose if there is a repair, does the product has a, as we say, facility to get it repaired, whether there is a repairing facility near to the place of the customers. There are many other services which will be looked upon by the customer even after purchase of the product. So that talks about the relationship management. That is also part of marketing. So the first thing what we will be understanding is it's an organizational function which includes creating, communicating and delivering value to the customer, and also for managing customer relationship in ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. Now, who are the stakeholders? Organization, of course, the company. The stakeholders can be government, the stakeholders can be public, the stakeholders can be customers, the stakeholders can be anyone who is interested to know about to know about the performance of the company. So suppose it can be shareholders who have invested their money in this particular company, right? So they would be interested to know what are the good products or what are the innovative services being rendered by this company and how it is creating or how it is helping the company to maintain good customer relationship. So this is all about marketing function.